We all know that growing a small business requires a lot of moving parts, and trying to handle every single task manually is just not sustainable. That is why we are taking a look at the Advanced Automation Builder in Keap today. We want to show you how this platform goes beyond basic email blasts to create a sophisticated system that works for you around the clock, making sure no lead or customer ever falls through the cracks. Starting with the core philosophy of this system, we have to understand that advanced automation in Keap is built on a visual canvas that allows us to map out the entire journey of a customer. When we first open the Automation Builder, we are looking at a blank slate where we can drag and drop different elements to create a logical flow. We find that the most effective way to begin is by identifying a goal, which is represented by a round icon on the map. This goal is essentially the trigger that starts the whole process. For example, a goal might be achieved when a potential client fills out a web form on your site, or when a specific tag is applied to a contact record. We like how clear this is because it forces us to think about the specific action we want our audience to take before we start building out the response. Moving forward from the goal, we then connect it to a sequence, which is where the actual work happens. In this part of the builder, we can layer multiple actions together. When we look inside a sequence, we see that it's not just about sending a single email. We can add process timers to wait for a specific amount of time, like 2 days or 3 hours before the next step occurs. We can also include tasks for our team members, like a reminder to give the lead a phone call. This means the system is managing both the outward communication to the client and the internal operations of the business simultaneously. We have noticed that using these sequences effectively helps maintain a consistent brand voice because every person who interacts with your company receives the same high-quality follow-up without you having to remember to send it manually. Furthermore, we need to talk about the Decision Diamond, which is arguably the most powerful tool within the Advanced Automation Toolkit. When we have multiple paths that a contact could take, the Decision Diamond acts as the traffic controller. For instance, if we have a web form where a user selects whether they are interested in a specific service or a general consultation, the Decision Diamond looks at that data and routes them into the appropriate sequence. We can set up rules based on form submissions, contact fields, or even tags. This allows us to provide a personalized experience for every lead. Instead of sending a generic thank you to everyone, we can send a targeted message that speaks directly to the specific interest they expressed. It makes the automation feel much more human and less like a robotic template. In addition to routing, we should look at how the system handles these communications with precision. Inside the sequences, we have access to different types of timers. The delay timer is straightforward, simply waiting a set duration. Continuing through the builder, we also need to consider the internal notifications and reporting. Every time a contact moves through a sequence, we can set up an internal notification to let us know. This is particularly helpful for high-value leads. We can have Keap send an email or a mobile app notification to a specific team member the moment a lead clicks a link in an email or hits a certain milestone. This bridge between automated marketing and manual sales intervention is where many businesses find their greatest success. By letting the automation handle the early stages of education and warming up the lead, we can save our human energy for the closing stages where a personal touch is most required. We appreciate how the system keeps everyone on the team aligned and informed without requiring constant status meetings. Transitioning into more technical territory, we can also use these automations to update our database automatically. We can set the system to apply or remove tags, update lead scores, or change the value of a specific field based on user behavior. This back-end organization happens behind the scenes while we're busy working on other parts of the business. It means that when we do look at our contact list, it's already organized and prioritized for us. We don't have to spend hours manually sorting through data to find out who our most engaged prospects are. Lastly, we want to emphasize the importance of testing and refining these workflows. The Advanced Builder allows us to see exactly how many people are currently in each stage of the automation. By monitoring these numbers, we can identify where people might be getting stuck or dropping off. If we see a large number of people stopping at a specific email, we know that's the part of the conversation we need to improve. This data-driven approach to business growth is what makes the advanced automation in Keap so effective. It's not a set-it-and-forget-it tool, but rather a living framework that we can constantly optimize to better serve our community and grow our revenue. We believe that mastering advanced automations in Keap is the most effective way to scale a small business without burning out. The ability to create personalized, logic-based journeys ensures that every lead is treated with care. If you're ready to take your business to the next level and stop doing the heavy lifting manually, we highly recommend diving into these tools. Give Keap a try and see the difference it makes.